Hi. I hope you can see this. This is my first scope, so I'm probably going to learn what this is all about by doing it. But I thought I would start with an introduction of myself. Blonde Runner is how most people know me. I am a coach, so I'm a triathlete. I'm a runner. I've been doing running for about 30 years now. I've been coaching for 18 years, so I know quite a bit about this stuff, and I love to share what I know to help other people get faster and better. So thanks for all the hearts. Woo! All right, we got 12 people joining us already, or it's moving around all over. So I don't see any of the chat coming up or any questions. Yeah, love it. Great. I'm getting some people. Thanks for joining us, Michael. So I thought I'd just tell you a little bit about myself. And so I already told you some of the things about me. But I am in the Salt Lake area, or I'm in Bountiful area. So I do live in northern Utah. I'm actually originally from Colorado. So we have any other Colorado's people joining us? Or hopefully you've at least been through Colorado some. So if you guys have questions about running, please post them here so I can kind of take notes of those and then cover those things in future scopes. So tell us about your September training thingy. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Tell me more about what you're asking. I'm glad. Yay, Big Tough Girl. Yay, I'm glad you're there. I'm glad you're joining my first scope. We're making history here. So thank you for all the hearts. Love it. Thank you very much. So this is my first. I'm just learning. So I'll tell you a little bit more about me. I have 4 children. I actually have 5. One is in heaven. So I'll probably talk a little bit about her and that experience and Race for Grief that I put on as well. So I don't know what I put in for September in terms of, I'm working towards a lot of goals, of course, doing a lot of training right now. So I usually post something about my training every day. I am on Instagram, by the way. On Instagram, I'm under The Blonde Runner. And on Twitter, of course, I'm on as Blonde Runner here, Blonde Runner with an E. So, oh, my running form class. Thank you for the reminder. Yes, I am offering a running form class for those that live in my area on September 23rd. So it's in the evening. With those classes, I always like to do a little lecture as well as some running. So when's my next event? It will be coming up very shortly, and I'll probably be announcing that pretty soon. So look for a post. It's probably on Instagram and Facebook, so you can join in and learn about the things I do. So I kind of like to share some of my journey and what I've been through and what I do with you, and I do a lot of that through my website at blonderunner.com. So if you're interested, I have a ton of information. If you go on there too, you can always plug in what you're interested in learning about. Maybe it's nutrition. Nutrition is a big thing that's important to me. Okay, I can scope more about classes that I do as well. So the next one I have coming up, like somebody mentioned, was September 23rd, is a running form class. That's probably my most popular class. It's an hour long. Like I mentioned before, it is part lecture as well as I actually like to see you run a little bit. It's not super vigorous. I don't want you to feel like, oh, I gotta be in good shape for it. I just like to give you feedback on your particular form, give you something that you can improve on at that time. And so I think technique it's a big deal. It's what's going to make you better. And a lot of people get injured a lot. And a lot of that has to do with having the right strength. And I'm a big believer in core strength. So I'll definitely be touching more on core strength through these scopes and videos or live broadcasts, whatever you call them. And so other classes that I'm offering, I also do underwater swim analysis. So I think it's really important for you to see yourself and how you swim and how you get better. I do want you to know that my background's running. So I started doing swimming for triathlons 10 years ago, and I couldn't get across the pool when I started. So I want you to know you can do this if you really decide, hey, I want to do this. How many runners do we have in the group? You know, give me a thumbs up or hearts if you're a runner, or if you'd like to be a runner. What if you're a walker? Tell me if you're a walker, or hopefully y'all do a little bit of fitness. Maybe you're here because you want to be more fit. You want to get more involved in running. So seeing some hearts, good. I think the thing that's important with running is to be consistent with it. We'll talk about that more I'm sure through a lot of these scopes too. So other things that I wanted to talk about was, so I have 4 kids. I like to tell you that because, one, it helps you know me. And I am not doing Nebo, but are you doing the Nebo half coming up? A lot of the races that we have here are downhill. Matter of fact, the Salt Lake City half was downhill, which is, it's kind of tough on the body. It takes a little bit to recover. So the full, is this your first full marathon then? I've done full, it definitely takes more to recover from these big downhill. The most popular race here in Utah, I would say, for a marathon, the Salt Lake Marathon's a really good one to do. So 2 times a year you do marathon. That's great. Marathons are ultimate. I think when you cross the finish line of a marathon, it's like you did something that is very meaningful. So I think it's definitely great to complete one. I think a lot of people are really intimidated, but marathon training is like any other kind of training. It's something you build up over time. And I've worked with people that they want to do a marathon and they've never even done 5 miles, and they say, is it even possible? It is something that's possible. You just have to build up over time and be smart about it. I think a lot of people make the mistake or have a misconception running's bad for you because of your knees, and we'll definitely do a post on that. But really not. If you train properly and you build up properly, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's something that you just have to be consistent. Like I said, with some of the people I've worked with, it just takes time to build up those miles. Maybe I remember the first time you do like 13 miles, it's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did it. But you feel like you can almost go more. Then you know you're training properly. So that's a good thing. A little more about me. So I do like to garden. Nutrition is definitely something that's interesting for me. I love to be out in the garden and have my hands in the soil. I think it's really important to eat fresh too. So that is one of the best ways that you can eat fresh, of course, is gardening. So I like to cook as well. Any of the people that like to cook, hopefully, even if you don't like to cook, I want to teach you some things that you can do that are quite simple foods to have. So other things that I like, I mean, I'm a wife. I've been married we're going on 21 years now. My kids, the 4 kids that I have my oldest is starting to drive now. That's kind of scary, but I'm kind of at a fun stage in life where I'm able to train a lot more now that my kids are in school. So that's a lot of fun. So anyway, I just want to do a little introduction, and hopefully I'll see you guys back and you'll follow me for some other things I'll be covering, and hopefully this will be somewhere you can go to learn more about training and maybe get better or ask questions. Feel free to ask questions throughout any of the broadcasts. But over and out, just wanted to say hello. Have a great day.